This is one of the coolest DIY case mods I have made to any of my PCs. Let's jump into it and see exactly how I pulled it off. So of course, it all starts with a CAD design. So I measured out my existing side panel on my NZXT H7 case, and it ended up being like 18 3/4 by 18 3/4. So we got it all marked up, got our holes in for our fans, and then I'm using a site called Pinocchio that is pretty much able to laser cut, laser engrave, anything from a bunch of different materials, including plastics, woods, metals. But I wanted to, of course, make this out of clear plexi or acrylic. So I ended up using clear acrylic for the main component with all of the fans. And then I had a bottom piece that was white acrylic. And I was super excited to finally get this thing in the mail after almost 6 weeks. So the lead time is a little bit long, but at the same time, the process that they used, the quality of what they sent out was super nice. So these are the white parts for the bottom of the side panel. Super nicely cut out. And then, of course, we have the main piece, which is our clear acrylic with all of the fan holes in it. And I ended up going with a pretty cheap set of 6 fans from up here off of Amazon. These were the best things that I could find that were all white, RGB, and still pretty cheap. So yeah, we got the 6 fans from up here with a controller. Powers right off of a SATA power cable, which is really nice. Doesn't take up a fan head or anything like that. And also comes with a controller so that I can monitor and manage all of these off of my PC directly. And as simple as this, the install process is super nice. The holes lined up perfectly with the fans, and these 120mm fans fit great. So now we're going to use some of this thick glue in order to attach the white bottom piece to the clear acrylic. And now you can really see the side panel taking form. So the last piece I needed to do was figure out how to make these little nubs on the bottom of the side panel in order for them to slot into the bottom of my case. So designed it up, 3D printed it out, and as simple as that, with a little bit of glue, adhered it to the bottom of the side panel so that these things could slot into the bottom of the case, and then with some friction, actually fit in to the case itself. So all put together with all 6 fans, the up here fan controller connected. This thing looks sick. And it's super easy to put together. I mean, there are a bunch of cables coming off of it, so cable managing is a little tough. As you can see, there's a little bit off under the bottom, but overall this thing looks sick, and we're pumping so much air into the H7 Flow. So going from 7 fans to now 13 fans inside of this thing is super awesome, and it actually looks really, really nice with these 6 fans blowing air directly down onto our motherboard and GPU, and just saturating this case with airflow. And as you can see, the controller is really, really nice to just be able to control all of that RGB. There is also that 3-pin RGB or ARGB header that you could plug into your motherboard so that it could kind of sync up with all of the other components inside of your PC. But this is super nice, and we're gonna test it all out and see how well it performs. So with the existing glass side panel on, you can see temps of 90°C on the CPU, around 49 on the RAM, and around 68.5 on the GPU. And after we install our side panel, we're looking at some very, very much improved temps. 82 on the CPU, 44 on the RAM, and 69.5 on the GPU. So still a little bit warm on the GPU, and that's mainly because we're blowing and kind of conflicting with the air coming off the GPU. But overall, this was a super fun project. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.